What's up, everybody? How you doing? I have WTMD in my ear right now. I'm trying to focus. But let's bring out Tyler from WTMD. He's going to be asking us some questions.
Hi.
Wow.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here, and I think we're going to have a great time. So make sure to boogie. And have an awesome time and make noise, because you're all going to be on the radio. You're going to be broadcasting all over the world, in fact. So let's show them how Baltimore does it. Just one sec. 89.7 WTMD, welcome to Live Lunch, broadcasting from the Recher in Towson, Maryland. I'm Tyler Laporte, host of Afternoons on 89.7 WTMD, and if you are joining us on the radio, thank you. Some of you may be joining us on livesessions.npr.org. Welcome to Towson, Maryland, and we're also streaming on our app and on YouTube as well. So a lot of folks are going to get their eyes on this very special live lunch today. Want to thank our sponsors too. This is made possible in part by Sanity Lounge, the Ramble Festival, and the Recher. So this is a special one for us at WTMD. These are great friends of ours. They've thrown some parties with us before, one in particular last year. We'll talk about that later. So out of Baltimore, this band is going to release their 8th studio album in October, Feed the Fire. We're going to hear some new music from them, and we're going to talk about the great year they've had so far. So give it up. It's Live Lunch on WTMD with Pigeons Playing Ping Pong.
Straight into the fire. Straight into the fire. Straight into the fire.
Pigeons Playing Ping Pong here with us on 89.7 WTMD. Live lunch is off to a good start. That is the title track from the band's new album, Feed the Fire, coming out October 3rd. What a barn burner. You know, when I got to listen to the album before this, that is one of the ones that stood out to me. It is looking like there are a few 20-plus minute versions of that in the future. That one too kind of made me feel taken back to the old days and reminded me so much of Horizon, like one of these just exuberant songs that just makes you feel it. So that was awesome, you know. And right before that, we heard Calm Before the Storm, which is the song that we're spinning on TMD right now. So, Pigeons Playing Ping Pong from Baltimore. These guys have been hitting it hard for nearly 18 years. And they are Greg Ormond up front here on vocals and guitar, Ben Carey on the bass and vocals, Alex Gator Petropolis back there on the kit. I gotta tell you, if you could feel the thunder this dude is throwing down up here, oh my God. And Jeremy Sean, of course, here on guitar. So these guys did us a big solid last year and came and helped us throw a party in Canton Waterfront Park. So for our first Thursday, that was August of last year. So alums, class of 2024. That was so much fun having them there. This year has been nuts for the guys. They have been touring sort of nonstop. They have hit some big festivals, including Jam Cruise in the beginning of the year. Hell of a way to start the year, you know, with all your buds, some of the greatest bands in the world, all stuck together on a cruise ship. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you saw their videos from their set at Bourbon and Beyond down in Louisville last weekend. Holy moly. I mean, the crowd was just insane, and these guys were ripping. They were also down in Mexico this year with Goose for their Viva El Gonzo festival. And then, all good now, guys. Like, that main stage performance was unbelievable. I mean, you guys were just so locked in, and it felt so awesome to see this band that we've been a fan of for so long finally up on the big stage in the Shed and Merriweather. So that was incredible. You had your own festival, Dome Fest, down in the New River Gorge. The Ramble Festival coming up on October 11th, headlining 2 sets. You guys seem to like to play.
That we do, my friend, and thank you so much for having us. I gotta say that, you know, like you mentioned, we travel a lot, you know. We get to go coast to coast, and I've said this before, I'll say it again, WTMD is incredibly special. You know, there's not always this, like there's often local stations, but like you don't always see their bumper sticker on every car, you know? So we're very grateful to be here, very grateful to TMD for all the support all the years. But yeah, I mean, we love touring. Like I said, we kind of get to do it for a living coast to coast, and you know, it doesn't, like not a day goes by where we don't realize how fortunate we are to still be a band. I mean, I met Jeremy here on the first day of college at University of Maryland, and with no intentions at all besides just making friends, and we started jamming the first second of knowing each other. It was like a made-for-TV movie, really. It was like a real meet cute, you know? And that has blossomed into, you know, that was in the fall of 2006. We started fooling around on guitar, and by 2007, we were, I had 4 of us willing to do this. And then, you know, funny that we're at the Recher here in Towson. I think this was the first place we ever played outside of College Park, Maryland.
Nice.
To test the waters, and we have not been back since. Nothing, you know, it just didn't work out, but that was in 2008.
Well, welcome back to the home of the Tigers.
The home of the Tigers, you know, 17 years later. But yeah, we feel very grateful to be able to do this. Like you said, we have our 8th studio album coming out, which like when the numbers start to get higher, it really makes you think how lucky we are to be doing this for so long, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, it's so cool listening to this album because, you know, I was saying that, you know, you guys are definitely pushing forward. There's so many great tracks that just hit me, you know, on this album. It's a lot of unmistakable pigeon funk shows up here. You know, Underworld, incredible. I can just see crowds like just going nuts to this. Great getting down. You and Jeremy playing off of each other in that song is incredible. Right track, just this laid back beach vibe that is just, if that doesn't make you smile, then something's seriously wrong. And then, you know, Feed the Fire was what we just heard, just so fast paced on the album. You've got a horn section. You've employed them on a few of the songs. Here Come the Mummies, and also the West End blend. And you've done that before, so that's not new to the Pigeon sound, but man, does it really build it out. And going back to Feed the Fire,
You're used to something. As soon as you try something new, you get that spark and that butterflies in your stomach and your heart, and you roll with it. And
Feed the fire.
look at you. Tyler, that was really good.
So there's another first on this album, and this one jumped off the page for me because I'm listening to it, I'm 30 seconds in, and I'm like, Greg is trying something different with his voice. And then I hear you singing backup, and I'm just like, okay. So Ben, taking your first shot on lead vocals.
Thank you.
How did that feel to, step up there for the first time?
It was really cool. Working in the studio, I get a lot of respect for what Greg does. It's not easy to get in there and lay stuff down like that, but it was really exciting. It's a song that I was working on for many years, and the hook kind of came to me. I was at dinner with my wife and just kind of popped out of nowhere, and years later, here we are, putting it on an album. So
awesome. Well, I guess, is this the first time you're doing this live, or has this worked into some shows already?
It's the first time we're doing it live here.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's give it up for Pigeons Playing Ping Pong one more time. It's Live Lunch on WTMD.
I defend a mistrial? Case is shut, it's a hell of a crime. But I said I know I'm grown, and that is fine. Mine, all mine. Purple got the energy, regularly taking soccer beach and everything, just to roast in the fire. If I spoke carelessly previously, am I due for lifetime sanity, or can I leave it behind? Never gonna break, never gonna shake, always in the shade of a misfire. Can I change my final take on the world? You probably said a thing, the right thing, wishing you could take back everything, live, learn, and lean into life. Give it up, leave it all on the line. Never gonna win, never gonna spin. How could I defend a mistrial? The case is shut, it's a hell of a crime. But I said I know I'm grown, and that is mine. Mine, all mine.
89.7 WTMD, another new one from Pigeons Playing Ping Pong's new album, Feed the Fire, out October 3rd. Keep reminding you that. That's mine, and right before that we heard Hit the Ground Running with Ben Carey on vocals on that one. His first time doing that for the band, so both of those songs sounded great. You know, getting to listen to the album, just hearing this new material, it is definitely like a step forward for the band. You guys were really pushing on this stuff, I feel like. And, you know, we were saying before backstage, you know, you are, you know, that's what you're after. You know, that's the fire in your heart. And you are feeding that fire. And the sound has evolved, you know. So it's come a long way. Like, has that been hard? You know, like, I know a lot of work goes into that, and playing as often as you do helps. But, you know, what really keeps you guys after it? You know, because it is hard out there.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's the labor of love, you know? I mean, look at us. We were playing to a crowd who came and sold out these tickets on the middle of a work day. Does anyone work around here? Normal hours? I guess this is lunch break, right? Yeah, you know, there's that saying, like, if you do what you love, you won't work a day in your life, and I call BS on that. Like, you work so much more, you know? Yeah. And, like, we love writing music. Like, this is our job. Is that not absurd? You know?
That's wonderful. I get to listen to music for my job.
It's incredible, right? So we're going to make the most of it, and it's also like it's so fulfilling on a personal level, of course, creatively and like interpersonally as a group, and then the adrenaline that you guys, the crowd, give us on stage is like our religion. Like it is, there's not much on planet Earth that can match that rush, you know? And those things that do are like held on a very high, you know, pedestal. It's something we really appreciate and we're not going to squander. But yeah, like writing music is so much fun, and I think like anything you're doing, you gotta like try your best. Like it's pretty normal early advice: try your best, right? But like, yeah, we're just doing our best. Every song we write, we hope is a little more creative or fulfilling than the last, and hopefully every album, you know, it's a qualitative thing, so it's hard to say it's better than the last. But from our standpoint, like we know that like we poured every single thing we had into this record. Like there's no stone left unturned. We tried everything. We did everything we could. Like, so when I sing in the studio, I don't know if you guys know this, but I love cheese. I really do. And we were actually arguing about cheese earlier at sound check. Actually, don't forget where I am, but like scrambled eggs. You're making scrambled eggs at home. What cheese do you grab? They know. So yeah. So what I notice is if I'm out and about, I'll order like cheddar or pepper jack or something. But when I'm home, just like the basic Kraft singles, like American cheese, it's ooey and gooey. They hate it. I don't discriminate my cheeses. Yes, there's the stuff on the top shelf, but the bottom shelf, there's some good stuff too. So anyway, I love cheese so much that I'm talking about wasting time on this wonderful opportunity. But when we go in the studio, I actually do a cheese fast for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, just so I can sing without any of that dairy floating around. It's just one example of how we pour everything into our record. So I never want to go back to a record and listen to it and be like, man, if I just had, you know, skipped that American, cheddar cheese scrambled eggs like contest, maybe that song would have sounded better. Point is, we leave no stone unturned, and we love cheese. Did that make sense?
I thought it was great.
That was good. You're doing better than me.
So the new album, you know, you guys basically at this point in your career could go anywhere to record an album, but you have stayed true to the hometown, kept it in Baltimore, recording all of your albums since 2011 at Right Ray Studios. So kudos to you for that, and to them, because this record just sounds so good. I mean, the production value is incredible. I feel like you were in my office. I have very large studio monitors for my computer speakers, and man, was I cranking it. I think the whole top floor of the building could hear it, and it just, I don't know, it felt like a show. Did you guys record in the live setting or, piecemeal?
That's a good question. So we start by recording all four of us in a room like this, like we're used to. And that's, to just kind of, one of the things we talk about all the time, I think a lot of bands who jam and improvise or play live a lot talk about is how do you bottle the live energy, which is like palpable, while still making it like a refined, focused studio album where we're not like, wasting time and losing people's attention because we're chasing some mythical dragon of music. So we start all together, so it feels familiar and we're locked in. And really, the goal of that is to get drums really dialed in, because drums are one of those things that, like, I would say that 99.9% of all of the stuff, all the drums on our albums are one take. Would you agree, Alex?
Yeah.
In fact, he plays once and then goes on a coffee break, and we play to that track over and over till we get our stuff together. No, but we start all together, and then from there, of course, like, because you're in the studio, Jeremy doesn't have to stop playing rhythm. If he needs to take a solo, he can, do the solo later and add layers, and I can harmonize with myself and, like, add these different elements and add these great players like Wes from Moon Taxi, or this amazing guy, Chalk Dinosaur. His band is the name of his project. He's incredible. But yeah, so we try to keep it as true to what we're used to, which is we're a touring band. We've played probably like 1,500 shows at this point. So, and we've made 8 albums. So like, we're way more used to playing shows. That math is very lopsided. So we try to keep it as live as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are people in this room that go back with the band maybe to your time at the University of Maryland, but my time turning on to the band was at the 8x10 on Cross Street. So
long live the 8x10.
So I'm sure a lot of you caught residencies there, and this new music sounds great. I feel like you are at the top of your game, but you are still capturing what drew me and us into the band at those shows at the 8x10. You have stayed so true to what you guys do, and I can't thank you enough for that, because it just keeps me, and I'm sure the folks out there, coming back for more, So, and again, this new album, I cannot wait to get to more shows, because I can't wait to hear all of these live, other than the ones we've heard today. But speaking of shows, more touring coming this year. Your next show is in Maryland, and that will be at the Ramble Festival. That's happening October 10th through 12th in Darlington, Maryland. You guys are headliners Saturday night, 2 sets, so that's exciting. And then you guys are going to be on hand for some other stuff. Greg doing the Scrambled Greg kids set for the youngins. Infinity Tribe's going to be there, so Gator's going to be thumping for them. And Jeremy is going to be doing a late night jam, also artist at large. You are already announced for Jam Cruise 2026. No? Sorry? I thought... Sorry about that.
Well, now we have to do it.
Now we have to.
Thank you, Tyler.
I'll send an email to Annabelle, see what we can do. Sorry about that. But yeah, so it's like a nice fall shaping up for you, and it looks like you're going to be touring into the end of the year too.
Yeah, so we're going to release our album on the 3rd of October in North Carolina, and then kind of hit, we're going to do Ramble, and then hit like the Southeast, and we go through like, I think Texas and New Orleans and somewhere, what are you saying? Boston? Oh yeah, we're going to Boston. We're going to the Capitol Theater in New York, where actually we released a live album from there this year, which cool. Just speaks to how much we love that place. So exciting to go back in December. And
legendary venue.
Legendary spot. And for the first time, we're doing New Year's out in Denver. And then something tells me we're going to come home after that.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Yeah, I feel like we owe Baltimore some shows.
All right, well, I really appreciate you guys being here today. Pigeons Playing Ping Pong, just an incredible band from Baltimore. And, you know, the fact that we got him here at the record today is fantastic in front of a really special crowd. So we all got to see something very unique today, very, very fun. So again, the new album, Feed the Fire, out October 3rd. Get it where you get it. And again, thanks again to you guys for playing today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, WTMD. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Recher. Everywhere we go, I get on stage and say, hey, we're Pigeons Playing Ping Pong from Baltimore. And I don't have to say it today because we're home and it feels like it. So thank you so much for coming out.
Talking, eyes on the
track. You know all the moves to make. Careening on the right track. Cause you've been so invincible for the longest time. So never mind what the future brings. Stampeding on the right track. Playing Ping Pong. Thank you so much, WTMD.
Give it up for Pigeons one more time.